If I asked you to remember your second birthday, could you do it? What about your first steps? Or the first words you ever said? Probably not. And that's strange, because those events happened. You were there. You experienced them. Yet they seem completely erased from your memory. So where did those memories go? Did they disappear? Were they deleted? Or is your brain hiding something from you? According to decades of psychological and neuroscience research, almost every human experiences something called childhood amnesia. It is the mysterious inability to remember most events from the first years of life. In fact, most adults cannot remember much from before the age of 3 or 4. This phenomenon fascinated scientists for more than a century, and even today, it remains one of the most fascinating mysteries of the human mind. The first explanation comes from a small but powerful part of the brain called the hippocampus. The hippocampus plays a critical role in creating and storing long-term memories. But when you were born, this region is still under construction. It continues developing during the first years of life. Think of it this way. Imagine trying to save thousands of photos on a computer that is still being built. Some information may be stored temporarily. But the system is not yet efficient enough to preserve everything for decades. Research suggests that while babies can form memories, their brains may not yet be capable of organizing and preserving those memories in the same way adults do. But that's only part of the story. The second explanation is even more surprising. It involves language. Developmental psychologist Patricia Bauer found that language plays an important role in how memories are organized and stored. As adults, we remember our lives as stories. We describe experiences with words. We create narratives. We connect events through language. But babies cannot do that. Before language develops, experiences are often stored in a very different way. A baby may feel joy, fear, comfort, excitement. But without language, the brain struggles to organize those experiences into lasting autobiographical memories. In other words, many of your earliest experiences happened before your brain had the tools to properly describe them. And what cannot be organized often becomes difficult to retrieve later. But there is a third explanation that may be the most fascinating of all. During the first years of life, the human brain is changing at an incredible speed. Neuroscientists estimate that millions of new neural connections are formed every second during early development. Your brain is constantly rebuilding itself. Learning how to see, how to speak, how to move, how to understand the world. Some researchers believe that this rapid rewiring may actually interfere with the preservation of early memories. The brain becomes so busy building new networks that older memory traces become difficult to access. It's almost like renovating a house so many times that you can no longer find the original blueprint. Now, here's where things become really interesting. Just because you cannot remember those years doesn't mean they disappeared. In fact, those early experiences may still be influencing your life today. Research in developmental psychology suggests that early childhood experiences can shape emotional development, stress responses, social behavior, and attachment patterns. You may not remember being comforted by a parent. You may not remember feeling safe or feeling afraid. But your brain remembers in ways that are deeper than conscious memory. Those early experiences can become part of the foundation upon which your personality develops. This means that some of the most important years of your life may be the years you cannot consciously remember. And perhaps that's the greatest mystery of all, the years that shaped you the most. Maybe the years you remember the least. So let me ask you a question. What is the earliest memory you can remember? Was it when you were 4, 5, maybe even younger? Write it in the comments. And if you enjoy psychology, neuroscience, and fascinating mysteries of the human mind, don't forget to subscribe. Because sometimes the most interesting questions are not about the world around us, they're about the world inside our own heads.